Hey there, Rulers, DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile for the Stein Tina Ultra list you saw me play earlier this week. Let's go ahead and jump right in. This session brought to you by Odyssey Games for pre-orders and sealed product, CCG Prime for tons of singles and supplies, Cardo Doko for international rulers looking for products, and FoulLibrary.com for articles and wonderful deck lists, as well as our guest lecturer members Vite Ramen and Darren Noblock. Class is in session. So this is the list. Just a reminder though that later this month is Force of Will Festival 2023. You absolutely need to be there. All the information is in the description below. Click that link, get signed up. Hope to see you there. It's going to be insane. So this is the list. Stein Tina. It is pretty near identical to the list that was put forth by the OnlyFoWTCG group from Spain. I'll give a link in the description to their podcast so you can go get them a subscription. It is a really cool idea of really focusing on Stein and then using Tina to help with some additional draw power and token generation to be able to fuel the altar really quickly. Obviously, we're using an sacrificial altar package. It just got unbanned, so we have some cool tools there. The only thing that we're different about our list versus their list is we're playing 3 copies of Life Zapper and 3 copies of Sack Altar instead of 2 and 4 that they were playing. They were playing 2 Life Zapper and 4 Altar. Main reason for that is, 1, I couldn't find my 4th Altar. I think it's in one of my ABC decks. And 2, the idea of wanting to just play more copies of Life Zapper to make use of the contract more often is important. One thing to note, you see it in the video that I don't contract after 2 of my tokens banished despite having 4 stones. I do want to say though, I have been told that according to the CR, there actually is a priority sequence after those tokens would have died when I could have contracted. So you do have that opportunity to kind of let your tokens just die naturally by their own effects and still contract on that same turn before passing it to your opponent. So just keep that in mind. Playing in the altar package, we're playing with 4 copies of Layla and then the 3 altars, of course. We're also playing a really good card from way back in the day. Nyarlathotep the Usurper has Incarnation of Black and Black-Red, or so in this case double black, which means when you do things like play Malefic Tree Ethereal, make your 2 Malefics, your ethereal tokens, or same thing with Deathly March, you can just sack those tokens off immediately, get an 8/8 onto the board, and look at your opponent's hand and steal a card. So you're really just focusing on just removing your opponent's cards options, really looking to try to keep yourself safe so that you can get that sack altar off as needed. Also playing things like Suya for some additional grave hand hate and discard. Really helpful to be able to hit those Muse staring ats, so you can try to just remove them from the game, which is really important because Muse staring ats pretty dang good against altar. As we've talked about before, playing a couple copies of Virtuous Crusade because again it can help refill your hand. This deck doesn't have a lot of card draw or make those tokens to be able to sack to altar, which is nice. Couple of copies of Dark Alice for some additional draw power, as well as a cool way to help enable seal faster because you can banish your own resonators and then also be able to protect your graveyard. A couple of copies of Academy Guard of Lycion. We're kind of a slow deck, taking cards one thing at a time, so being able to stun your opponent out is pretty helpful. The kind of altar grab packages here are Ray Asnimal to deal with enter effects, Electra because great finisher card is great finisher, and then also Replicant Imul, which is really nice to be able to sink Darkness Will into it, even if it's just sitting there as a 2/2 to be able to clear boards and keep aggro kind of in check. Stone base wise, you'll see we're playing based on an altar package. We're playing a couple copies of Amadeus Crystal, 4 Moonshade, 3 Darkness Magic Stones to be able to grab off of Layla, and then 2 each of white black and blue black stones to be able to round out the deck list. Then we're also playing a couple copies of Glint of Insight, as well as Battle Comes to an End, just for some additional hand hate. The idea of being able to go, like on coin, right, go Malefic Tree Ethereal, make 2 tokens, play Nyarlathotep, look at your opponent's hand, take a card, use coin, play Glint of Insight, take another card, or 2 or 3 copies if they have multiple in their hand with Glint of Insight, is a pretty good line. It's certainly something this deck can do to keep itself in a really good spot. But that's just kind of some things to keep in mind there. Obviously, it just takes reps to play it, but it is a lot of fun. So huge thanks to the OnlyFoWTCG crew for putting this list out and letting us give a chance to try it out and show it off to you in gameplay form. Hope you guys liked it. Let us know how you've been trying to play Stein in the comment sections down below, or other cool ways you've been trying to make use of Altar, and we'll see you next time. So until then, though, class dismissed.